What did I just do? Oh, yeah, I had to do some cleanup work at the gym, and then we came to the mall because I need new skinny jeans. And lo and behold, farmer's market is in full effect. So me and Lindy are about to chomp on some tamales, but they say they're not warm yet. So we'll wear the skinny jeans now, and then it's fucking tamale time before we dive into book writing. We're gonna release the, probably by the time this video blog is out, we're gonna release my first book, Kick Fear in the Dick, on Kindle and in print. So that's actually pretty exciting. And then Lenny's got 2 weeks after, right? What's the release date?
3 weeks from now?
3 weeks? Yeah, something. 2.5 weeks. Anyways, I actually started a publishing company, so I get my own like ISBN block. So me and Lindy are going to be releasing under the same thingy, under the same publishing company. So check that out, and we will see you in a few. Lindy, massive shit talker, decides that he can beat me at chess, and that was his. That's his deal. So now we're standing in the mall while I'm trying to buy skinny jeans, and now I have to beat this guy's ass. What are you gonna do with that penis of a piece right there?
What?
This guy didn't even know what he was stepping into. That was 16 turns. What's up, Lenny? Backed into a corner over there? Like that?
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, what happened? What happened? Fuck with me. So yeah, so we were just remarking how every time we go out to day game at the TL Mall, there's nobody there, but there were like 7 hot bitches there today. Couldn't get the camera up in time. We're just like not in the zone. I mean, oh, no pets. That's the answer to your question. Now we're at the farmer's market. We're about to grab a drink and some tamales, and then off to write our books.
Salsa?
What?
Salsa?
Sure.
Spicy.
That's what it's all about. Yes. Which is interesting, and we were talking about it, and I was like, he's like, are you going to move on ever, or whatever? And I'm like, no, I don't actually move on. It's not something that I do. It's not like, I dwell on the thing. It's like I know everything's over, right? But at the end of the day, the loss is still sadness, right? 8 years ago, I broke up with this girl, and it ended okay, and we kind of moved on. We became friends. Everything was cool. And then all of a sudden, she got a new boyfriend, and then she started like not returning my text messages, not returning my phone calls, just ghosted me, which hurt because the loss was like what? I didn't even know why. Like we didn't have a tumultuous breakup or any of that stuff. So it was bewildering. I don't even think I would get closure or whatever if I knew why. It's not even like I'm searching for the answers. And so even when I think about it to this day, it still hurts. I have friends that have betrayed me and stabbed me in the back and then just ghosted me or whatever, and I think about losing them as friends, and it still hurts. It's not like stopping me from living my life. I'm dating, I'm doing my shit, hanging out with people who love me and all that, but it's not it doesn't diminish the pain, the sentimentalism or the emotional whatever for me. It's not like I don't turn around and hate on all of my exes. I don't turn around and cast horrible shade on all of my ex-friends. I truly care about those people, and it never stops. So I don't know what you meant by moving on.
Well, the thing is, I feel like I mean, for example, this person, right? Like obviously you guys had something, and like since it ended it, I mean, you guys can never be friends. So I guess like the friend part still hurts too, because you cannot hang out yet.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But I mean, once you guys hang out, I guess it's gonna take a little bit of the edge away, and then you're just gonna be more like, okay, well, yeah, you guys are not together, it's still pain there, but like it's not gonna be as bad as right now. I honestly don't have an answer for like you are always gonna be sad. I don't have an answer to like how the fuck is that gonna like get away? Like how are you gonna deal with that? I think you have to deal with that where you be dealing with all of your breakups. You just fucking push forward and that's it. Keep your mind busy.
well, yeah, sure. But I think a lot of people in the self-development world, they think that you should be happy all the time.
It's hard. Like fuck that.
They think that you should just like, all right, man, we'll just amp it up. Just focus on your work, bro. I'm like, yeah, I do that, man. I'm working on my book. It's coming out on Tuesday. Ha, link up there. And maybe it's notes over there. So. But like, I'm working out in the gym. I mean, I'm not getting the results I want as quickly as I want, of course, whatever. But like, it doesn't matter. Like none of it fucking matters. I'm gonna accomplish a lot and not feel good about those accomplishments.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the point. The point is to grind and get things accomplished and leave a legacy before you die, whether you like it or not. Like I was explaining to somebody else, the point is when I get married, be the fucking ideal husband until I'm dead, whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
Somebody was just like, if you're in a bad situation, just leave. That's not the point of marriage. You don't leave a marriage. That's literally the definition of marriage is don't fucking leave. Right? Like,
Yeah.
otherwise you're just dating. So in the same way, like, my job before I leave the earth is to leave a legacy, leave something behind that's going to educate people, to help people, entertain people, help, like for me, I'm focused on pickup, I'm focused on relationships, I'm focused on people, and eventually I'll focus on more self-development stuff, but right now, that's where I'm at. And whether I like it or not, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Right? So I'm going to push forward. I'm going to date more girls. I'm going to push forward. I'm going to learn new things about... this breakup alone has, like, solidified and taught me so many new things just in the last week and a half. Like, I have, like, so much more hard-hitting content, things that I'm talking about, like, humanity. I'm talking about rape culture. I'm talking about, like, abuses and like cycles of violence and stuff. Like, this shit's coming out soon, and I'm talking raw and real and dealing with it because I had to look at how I understood pickup, how I understood relationships in a completely different way because of the last one. I had to come up, make some sense out of things because it didn't make any sense. So I had to figure out why it happened, and I'm all overthinky and hyperanalytical about everything. But doing that made me have a much better understanding of who I was dating at the time, who I was at the time, how my ego, did not care for anybody's needs and all that stuff. It's pretty gnarly and hardcore. And it's coming out in, a new book and a new product and a new everything that I'm fucking grinding through right now. But, it was great. On the positive side, I have more time to do the thing. The book's coming out on Tuesday. I'm fucking going to the gym 3 times a week. I got my goals handled, right? I'm about to start making real money from pickup. It's great. But I'm sad. You know what I'm saying? The sadness doesn't keep me from fucking executing and moving forward. It shouldn't.
Yeah,
People who get down because they're sad and then they don't fucking write their fucking stories and they don't go out and do the things that they said they were going to do. And they use sadness or depression or whatever as an excuse. That's this club in San Francisco always tells me about their specials.
Oh.
they're going to use it as an excuse, that they're just not going to get things done. At the end of the day, they're going to be sad and haven't accomplished anything. So, I don't understand that. Like, no, I'm going out on dates next week. I'm fucking doing my fucking book writing shit. I'm doing the fucking new products. I'm doing the internet marketing. I'm going to fucking gold seminars this weekend. I'm doing all this shit. All I want to do is just fucking, like, hang out on a beach somewhere and stare off into the waves for hours on it with some music. That's all I want to do. But I don't have time to do that shit because I have a bigger purpose. I got something more to do in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as petty and bullshit as many people think that I am, because they don't like whatever I'm about, it's bigger than me. I have to weather that, and I have to do all that shit because there's somebody out there. I got a text message yesterday. This guy had trained in fucking... There's a rave going on.
Yeah, there's fucking rave.
In the fucking hills over here. Why not get invited to that party? They only call me when it's on. Yeah, so anyways. Fucking, what was I saying?
Dude, I got a call from somebody?
Yeah, so I got a text from this guy yesterday. The guy I trained in Sacramento. He's my only client in Sacramento. And it's like, oh, I'm not going to make much money going up there, but what, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
So I go up there, and I train this guy. The guy's in his mid-50s. And I help him with all sorts of different stuff. He basically gets a one-on-one for the price of a basic, right?
Yeah.
He took the basic because he didn't want to do night game. So I fucking roll up there. And he texted me yesterday. He's like, he started dating the mayor of some city near him. She's a badass high-end chick. He started taking her skiing, and he sent me a picture. He's like, I'm living the life thanks to you, dude. Like, that's like, and this other guy, he hit me up last week about, oh, I'm living the life. I'm gonna look at my new girlfriend. Da da da. I hope to see you when you come out to Texas. I'm like, yeah, like, that's why I do what I'm doing. It's because guys come to me, they look me in the eyes and say, I'm scared shitless to talk to women, and I can't relate, and I'm afraid that they're going to judge me, and then we go through fucking 2.5 days of this bullshit, and they're just like, I got a new girlfriend, yay! Like, they're like elated. Like, that's why I do what I'm doing, and I have to sacrifice everything else to make that happen. No, I'm going to go to this fucking seminar, and I'm going to go do the thing. I don't have time to sit on the fucking beach and cry and stare off while listening to sad music. And that's really all I want to do. I gotta fucking grind forward. Take next level action. And that's what I do. But it doesn't mean that the sadness doesn't come, hit me in the back of the head, and take me out for fucking 5 minutes. Because it does. On a regular basis. There's so many guys that can just compartmentalize. They can just go, oh, no, good. And I can compartmentalize feelings, right? I'd be like, okay, right now I'm doing this. Like with multiple relationships handling, right? It's like, is this relationship's ending going to affect that relationship? Not much, you know. I mean, I'm sure that me walking around sad all the time is, you know, kind of affecting the other one. But then the other one, did that affect this one? Like, no. And then fucking no names. Cut that out. And then the chick from Camarillo, did that affect either one of these? No. It didn't. Because I was good at compartmentalizing that. Like, when I'm with you, I'm with you. But I think when I was talking about, that's another thing I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about that in like another video. I'll talk about it here too, but do it with like Hulk punches. All right, so we're going to Small Island sushi roll. Huh. Hi. So Lindy and I were just talking about how much vulnerability we should have on video vlogs, because our video vlogs are almost real time. They're about a week out right now, and they're going to get closer and closer to each other because I got my editing workflow done. So there's got to be a balance between saying your most deep inner stuff and being able to relate on a human authenticity-based level, and keeping privacy and keeping drama to a minimum. And I don't quite know how to do that without. So I kind of feel like there's an all-in kind of like, you know, if you're going to be authentic, be authentic. But on the other hand, that's kind of the same thing as not balancing. It's like the secret to life is like keeping things balanced and not falling off one way or the other. It's like constantly calibrating. And people who want to go like, oh, loyalty, just love her forever, or like people who go, oh, fuck that bitch, leave, right? That it's just, it doesn't work. It needs to be like this. You know, you got to be able to keep things. You know, some strategies are simpler and better for some people, and some aren't. But like, I think there's something in the middle that we've got to be able to sort of make the call day to day that this is what we're going to talk about. We're not going to stay out of this subject. You know, it's got to be kind of like a constant calibration thing. I think as we get more and more into it, we'll kind of know what appropriate levels are for our current level or our current emotional state. Tonkotsu ramen is paleo, right?
It is it's better. This is no GSM, no MSG.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm off to Vegas. We just did a Facebook Live chat, and we talked some pretty hardcore shit about how people should trust each other when they first meet each other, and how to get around initial trust issues. And I think it's actually going to be a pretty useful conversation once it's open. We didn't really get very far as far as solutions in that conversation, but I think as we carry this over the next couple of weeks, we're going to come up with some pretty good, at least things to test in field solutions, and we'll go from there. But I think, you know, here at Pickup Daily, with our constant going out and being crazy, I think it's important that we continue to test like the edges of human communication, and, you know, gaining trust and rapport in ways that haven't been talked about, or at least not in our industry before. Because, you know, can you be any louder, coffee guy? I'm under the impression that a lot of pickup is just rehashed bullshit, and like, you know, like they took Mystery Method or they took old NLP stuff and they just like rehashed it over and over and over again. If you look at Pickup Daily, like the question and answer stuff, that's exactly what I do. Is I take my years of experience as a coach and I apply it to question and answer. But a lot of the guys who aren't going out in the field anymore, they're not pushing the edges. They're not trying to figure out what the new stuff. And with our guys, we go out in the field all the time. Like if you watch Vince or Ross, they're always out there. Fucking Matt, Josiah, they're always out there. RSD guys are always out there. And so you can count on us to come up with and create new stuff, because we're constantly in new interactions with the new women in the new club scene and the, you know, all the stuff that's going on in the real world, not rehash stuff from 15 years ago, which, you know, no disrespect to Mystery and all the guys who went out, Original Project Hollywood and stuff. I mean, that stuff is great and it still works, but it worked for a very particular kind of guy in a very particular type of environment. And when we want to open the conversation up a little bit more and sort of blur the lines of gender and deal with feelings and address toxic masculinity and address people's, you know, sensitivity to rape culture and things of that nature, we have to try new things. We can't, or we have to try new things with or old things with new mentalities, because we can't just apply old Mystery Method scripts and then expect to get good results from, you know, a gender fluid, yet amazingly interesting and sexual human being. You can't just tweak people and expect them to fall into traditional gender roles. And I think that it works. I just think that we need to have the conversation a little bit differently 15 years later. And so we are out in field doing this shit, and hopefully we'll come up with something that's solid and it works. Or you can watch us fall on our faces and learn from that experience as well. But yeah, see you off to Vegas.